10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Magic After Dark. My name's Ryan Edwards. This guy over here is
Blaze Sarah. Welcome everybody to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We are ecstatic for this week's guest.
I'm excited. Tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we had a lot of fun with his friend the other day, 2 weeks ago, but I think we've had some really funny and fun episodes the last few weeks.
The past few episodes have been insane.
Yeah. So I think tonight is only going to take that up another notch again.
Exactly.
Should we tell people who's on?
We have. I
should go to the comment section there.
The man, the hair, the legend.
There you go.
Alex, the man, the myth, the legend. Boyer. The hair. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's going on?
Welcome.
The man, the legend.
The man with the hair.
Have a bit of
I like it.
Blaze, eh? Like.
What did you say?
Are we in the same room?
Yeah, dude, we're in the same room and we're having a hair off.
Beside me somehow?
Yeah, it's definitely a hair off.
Is that a guitar or a bass on your wall?
It's a bass and a guitar, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
Correct.
Yes.
I was wondering. Nice.
Yeah. Or, can you guys hear me?
I think I'm gonna have to put up some guitars next week. Just can't catch up in hair, but
yeah, we've outvoted you.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. But I like Charles says, "What's up, Alex Boyer?" So here's a question, Alex. Right off the bat, let me get into a question because I was thinking about this today because I've always called you just Alex Boyer. But then I thought about it today, and I was like, "You're from Ottawa, close to Montreal and stuff. So is it actually pronounced Boyer or Boyer?"
Good question. I'm actually from Quebec, in a small town in Elmer. It's 5 minutes from Ottawa. So when I say I'm from Ottawa, it's the same thing. But it's Boyer in French.
Boyer.
Yeah,
It is Boyer.
I thought so. And then you said Boyer. You said Boyer, and I was like, oh, it's definitely Boyer.
It sounds a little bit
more bougie.
Tell me what you want.
That's it.
It's like Stephen Colbert. Apparently, his whole family has always been the Colbert family, and he was just the first guy to say, you know what, I'm just gonna start saying Colbert, so it sounds a little bit more professional.
Sounds cooler. Yeah, nice. I like Spidey Hypnosis already. Spidey's in the house. Said subtitles, please.
Subtitles, please. Welcome, Spidey.
English subtitle right here, please. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Spidey, if you could do the running subtitles for us, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Could you please type the subtitles, and we'll just have them keep popping up progressively through the show.
Yeah.
Spidey is here to translate what I'm going to say. That's it. That's his job.
Now, is French your first language, or did you just learn both growing up?
French is my first language. I actually learned English because of magic. I didn't have a choice, right? With all DVDs when I was a kid. Every magician talking English. And I was like, one day I want to go in Vegas, perform there. So I had to learn English, basically, right? So, and especially Quebec, like all the French people are like, it's only French, It's like, we're proud to be French and stuff like that, which I get.
Yeah. And
I love it. It's just that with English you can travel, you can meet more people and stuff, like any language basically, right? It's just English is really powerful in the world,
Is that French is your only language?
Yeah, I can't even speak French properly also, man. Mixed with ghetto French. It's ghetto French. It's not even proper French.
That's the funny thing is if you were from Quebec and you went to France, they'd be like, yeah, you're talking slang like it's not proper. So because I remember learning French because I live in Canada, learning Quebec French in school, and then going to my neighbor. My neighbor went to a French immersion school, and I was like, "Hey, can you help me with my homework?" And he's like, "This stuff doesn't make sense. This isn't correct." And I'm like, "Well, this is what they're teaching us in school." And he's like, "Oh, we learn like the real French, and you're learning." Made up French,
knockoff French, just bargain bin clearance French. No, but that's really interesting because you're in the middle of Canada. You would think that if you just drive a few miles out, that you would need to know English, right? But the fact that it's just like, no, we're just going to stay here. We're just going to be our own little community of France right here.
Well, yeah. You know what? A good story is that Wes wanted to learn French because we're always chilling, the four of us, right? So Chris speaks French, Eric speaks French, I speak French. I tried. And Wes is like, I want to learn French. So he hired someone from Quebec so that he can learn Quebecois French, like Quebec French, you know? So it's not like he's tried just to learn Quebec French the way we're talking. It's super, it's weird, but it's Wes.
Yeah.
But it's Wes.
Probably naked right now.
Probably naked at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is it true that you are friends with Eric Leclerc?
Eric Leclerc.
That's a fantastic question.
This guy?
That's amazing as well.
So, my name is Eric Leclerc. Welcome to Trick. Today we're going to do Trick with SpongeBob, and I love Alex Boyer. Here we go. Wow, that was quite something, boys. I actually prepared something myself for Eric. Here I have a little slide. Doing crazy shit like this, you know, like I don't know if you guys can see that. This is him. Yeah. Again, naked, obviously. Oh, okay. That we can show. That's all the. Oh, okay, cool. Strike a pose, Eric. Strike a pose. You know. This is when he cried when we did the paintball bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's him with a just a condom around his head. That's the only
you made a slideshow of your own.
Him on meth. I have a lot too.
Well, you need to like send me.
That's the best picture right there.
I'll just make the exact same video with the same song.
Yeah,
you know what,
Alex? Send those over to us.
Cook something up, man. I was like, by the way, great song.
It's a good song, right? Celine.
Celine, yeah. Had to go with the French artist. It was a tribute.
Oh my god, what a tribute. I'm so glad I did the podcast, man. So glad I'm here. Well, that was really fun, guys. See you guys later. All right.
Remember when I said, do you want to still be friends?
Yeah. Okay. Now again.
Yeah.
Also, I have pictures of you guys. Wait a second here. So I have a picture of Ryan right here.
So anybody in the chat that watched 2 weeks ago, yes, Eric is a man of his word. And
what do you say?
And it happened. Well,
that's his
idea.
Bunch
of stuff, yeah. Oh yeah, wood. Yeah. You got to go back and watch that episode if you haven't yet. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We talked about the TV show, obviously, that you guys are on. But he said, I have so many embarrassing photos, which I did learn the last couple of days that one of the things that the guys make fun of you about, and maybe you can justify this, is they say that you have an enormously large head. And the one photo
in so many ways.
Yeah. This is the photo. Hang on, let me pull this one up.
Also, after you texted me that the guys say that he has an enormously large head, that was why every single time it transitioned, it was just a zoom in on your head. Every transition.
I don't see the one. Where the heck is this photo?
Well, the thing is that each time we do like a video, the four of us or something, I'm always like on the side like this, and we always use a wide angle, right? So my head is like this is like Wes's head, and my head is like this, you know. So it's always like
this is the one. This is the one. He said there is no editing on this photo, and he said, "Look at the size of your head compared to Wes's." And he goes, "This photo is not edited," and that is when I went, "Wow,
yeah,
Alex has a massive head."
I cannot find like hat that fits me, like never. It's maybe because of the hair. I don't know. Well, Blaze understand, you know.
Yeah. That's exactly what he said. He said he's already got a huge head, and then he has this mop of hair, which just makes his head that much bigger. So, but I like actually what Spidey just said. Spidey said that he just looked up what aboyer means, and means to bark in French.
Sick.
So he's like, you and Wes essentially have the same last names.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Wow.
Yeah, that's a new fun fact for the night. That's for sure.
That's so good.
So let's talk about the TV show. We talked a little bit about it with Eric. Well, not a little bit, quite a bit. But like, what was your experience with it? I know, obviously, this is candid. We're after dark, so you can say anything, do anything. Usually, how the show works is we don't set up questions for you. We ask viewers that are watching to comment in the comment section, and they can ask away, and we try to ask the best questions, and so the people get to know you better. But we talked with him about the TV show for a little while, so I want to see what your experience with the show was.
Oh, man, it's a great question, and now it's Magic After Dark, so I can talk shit pretty much about everything.
Say all the stuff that you've been bottling up.
Seriously, it was, man, there's so many things I can say. Like, first of all, it's my first TV experience, right?
Yeah.
So I had no knowledge whatsoever in the TV world. For me, it's all YouTube. I create my own stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
Friends to help me and stuff like that, right? This TV show was the most craziest challenge ever, literally. We had to create tricks on the fly sometimes. Like we woke up, we had a big day plan without knowing anything that we were gonna do. So it's like, this is crazy, you know, like especially for us magicians. So like sometimes the showrunner was like, "Hey, we're in the pet store. What can you do?" And we're like, I mean, I don't know, like, you know, like, should I do like a Tenkai Palm with a dog treat? Like, obviously not, right? It's Stevie. It has to be big. So, I don't know, man. I met Daniel Garcia, Marcus Eddy, and Rico de la Vega. These became like family for me. They save our show. Basically, they literally save our show. They created so much magic really fast also. Challenging also because we're 4 best friends that has to be together all the time. That is pretty crazy. And I come from a music background, so I know about bands. I know how they interact with each other, and that was one of my biggest fear before starting the show, right? I was like, man, we're going to hate each other. We're going to hate each other so much at the end of this. And I don't know what happened, but everything is good except for me and Eric.
It's exactly what Eric said too. Eric said everybody got along, but he said he hated you more than anybody during the whole process.
Me and Eric have a and I know he's gonna say same thing, but like we have like a kind of a love-hate relationship, right? I'm like his small brother. He's my big brother. I learned so much from him, so it's easy for us. Like we're literally like very good friend. It's like real family, right? Real brother and sister, you know?
Yeah.
And all
sister.
And all this to say that it's easy for us to headbutt, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. This show was just crazy. Like the way it was filmed, how many cameras we had. The production didn't know anything about magic, so it's like crazy. We had 4 magician guys had a US TV show, and nobody in Canada could see it at first. You know, it's crazy. So many, man, like it was a great experience though. I learned so much. I learned so much about myself also. I've learned how and try to put my ego aside for lots of stuff, which is, I think, really good. You know, I learned how to be a better me. I learned English a little bit more also to express myself in my voice. But yeah, it was crazy.
Without getting too personal, what do you think is like an instance of something where you felt like you bettered yourself as a person, or you feel like you know, made that kind of improvement on yourself because of the process?
Probably agreeing with people I thought they had no knowledge whatsoever about shit I, you know. It's really like, again, I think it's putting your ego aside to try and create stuff that it's not only for you, it's for the public. There, it's important, man. You know, it's I've learned how to work with a team. That's the whole point of that thing, you know.
Yeah,
it's hard sometimes. Like, you guys know, you have a company, and it's like, it's easy to say yes, but I don't know. It's just weird, man. It's a big family that works together to create a product, and sometimes even the artist doesn't really like the product, even if it's out there, you know. So it's pretty weird. But I had lots of fun. Very proud of everything that we've done, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So I asked Eric this. Was there something in the show that you were like really, really proud of, like that you guys pulled off or that you did? And then something that you were disappointed with, that you were like, I didn't love how that came out. Like, when you obviously watched the show back, was there anything that you were like, oh, I wish that wasn't there, or, you know?
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you everything about that. So obviously, you guys are in for a treat. You probably heard the stories, but the edit, man. For a trick to be cut 17 times just for a pick a card trick, that's crazy for me. This is insane.
Yeah.
Right? So when we saw that on TV, we're pretty mind blown, because I mean, it's magic, man. There's one way that the spectator is going to believe that you did something amazing, if they see it, right? If you cut it right away, I mean, anything could have happened there, right? So it was a little bit weird. The idea of having an arc, right? So like a story-driven kind of episode, that was really weird for us also, because the first thing that Chris and Wes pitched to the network and the producers and everyone, the whole team, it was literally Jackass mixed with magic, right? So it was free for all, very raw. It was like, just coming out with us and shit's gonna happen, like out of like just randomly, and that's gonna be fun, right? So we're best friend that chills and blah blah. So when we saw the final product, we're just like, ooh, damn, you're like a little bit cringy, right? Maybe again, it's because I don't know, maybe it's an ego thing, you know. But like, I know like lots of people like it, so I don't know. One thing that I really liked doing was the cold opens, man. I don't know if you guys saw a couple of them.
Yeah.
But man, that was so fun to do. Like, imagine like 100 people working for the same goal. That's crazy. Like just this.
That's exactly what Eric said.
Yeah, I think for both answers, it was the same. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he said he loved doing. He said he would come back to do the openings, like he wanted to just do that every day. Like, you know, he said it was so cool, and he said for the exact same reason, that everybody on that day is focused on one thing instead of everybody doing all different stuff. So
yeah, it's pretty it's amazing, and it's at that moment that you realize that, oh my god, like this show is possible. Like these guys can work together and everyone can work together. But for some reason, when we do just like tricks to people for like, and it's also crazy to think about that, because you guys know you're a magician as well. Like, imagine just doing a trick to someone in the street. Super simple. You have your A-list material, you go through it, it's done. But for some reason, doing a cold open with 100 people, having like 60,000 budget of like doing a big trick was easier than just, was weird, man. It's a weird energy. It was really, it was really interesting to see, but we pulled it off. So it was good, man. We I mean, for me, I really hope for season 2, you know, just get a bit more control and to remove a couple of cameras for sure, you know, 1 or 2. I think told me about that, about Blaine. using one camera, right?
Yeah,
One
that was
camera,
something
yeah.
Ozzy was talking about when he was on the show as well. Yeah.
You guys had Ozzy as well?
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was talking about how with Blaine they always use just one camera, you know, because they wanted to, you know, not ever cut away. But it's difficult when you have a team of people that come from the television world to have them and try to convince them, oh, you know how you use 10, 20 cameras for all of the rest of your shows. No, we're going to just want to use one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I can imagine that's probably like a difficult, battle. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And also like they know they've done so much things on TV, and also they have like years and years of expertise and practice and stuff like that. But like right now we're in 2021. The world is different, man. The way people has how can I say that? The amount of time they can see something without being bored, you know? Like this changes everything on TV now.
Yeah.
So we really thought about also doing more kind of vlogs thing in the show, like, you know, like just taking the camera and being like, yo, what's up guys, blah, blah, blah. Like, a bit more chaotic, and we did it, but it didn't make it the show. So it's like, what happened, you know? But again, Leclerc has all the answers all the time, and he's right. There's so many people above us, so many people, you know? And it's like, now it's not about us. It's about like people talking about this and talking about this and blah, blah, blah. And it's just weird. It's a whole team, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you have to keep everybody happy on all the different levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the thing that comes into a lot of TV shows that people sitting at home watching don't realize either. Like, you know, you watch America's Got Talent and stuff, and you're like, oh my goodness, that person's story is amazing. And it's like, well, is that really their story? You know, is this fleshed out a little bit more so to make it, you know, a better program to watch, you know, or, you know, was that magician's choice to do that routine? And like a lot of times it's not even close, you know. It's very odd that you pitch something to the producers and they go, yep, let's do that. You know, and I'm talking to some guys that are working on the show now, and they're saying the same thing. They're like, well, I pitched this idea and they saw something on Instagram and they want me to do that instead. And it's like, but I need a 5-minute routine or a 1.5-minute routine, and that Instagram video is 10 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
So I think producers don't really understand that stuff either, where they just see a piece of magic, where, especially with social media, because there's so much magic that is social media based. And then they're like, I'll just do that on the street. Like, and I want it to look exactly the same. And I think that's always been the tough part with TV magic, you know, is like, we had guys like Chris Angel years ago floating from one building to another. And then the next week people were like, can you do that?
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, let me get the crane and let me video it and, you know, and spend 50 grand on a budget and pay a bunch of people to watch me, you know? And so it became really tough that way. And I think that kind of, not that ruined TV magic, but because I think it probably pushed some magic in the right direction and it made magic popular. But it's definitely made magic for TV, the ethics of it, become more difficult. You know, I remember I worked on a TV show in Scotland, Killer Magic, and Anthony Owen, you know, the late Anthony Owen, who was an absolute brilliant man. He was doing an interview while I was there, and that was one of the questions that people asked him was like, how are you okay with doing things on TV that you couldn't do live? You know, where are the ethics there? And I'm sure there's things that maybe that you guys did that, you know, if you were asked to perform it live, it's very difficult. And I thought he gave me the best answer, or the interviewer the best answer. He said, as long as we can recreate it to look the same, whether the method changes, as long as we can recreate it. And I think that's the hard part, is when you have an opportunity to do things on TV, it's like, well, let's make this crazy, right? Let's make the magic nuts.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you go to do a live gig and then you're doing ambitious card, it's like, oh, well, hang on a second. You were just flying across a building yesterday, on TV, and today you can only do ambitious card. Did you have any of that where it was like, because I know you do a lot of social media stuff. So was it something where you guys struggled with that, where it was like,
well, actually, you said something really interesting earlier about like if you can't do it live, well, it's kind of bad, right? So that was one of our things that we really kept in mind the whole time. Like it was, but the thing is that if you're a magician watching our show, you're kind of bummed that you cannot really see the actual performance, like the technicality of like knowing that magician are working like this, just because there's so many cuts, right?
Yeah.
But all this to say that this was in our mind all the time. And also having Garcia on the team, like his ethic, man, is incredible, right? So each time there was a little details of like, this is more of a camera trick, man. We should, we're like, yeah, you're like, we're going to listen to you right away. You have all the answers, man, Garcia, man. So,
yeah.
It was quite challenging though, because again, Eric probably told you about that also, but like filming during a pandemic, dude, that's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
100% real spectators, which is okay. It doesn't really matter in a way that we're still performing the trick. We're still doing our job, no matter what. It's just a bit different having the real deal in front of us,
Yeah, the fact that you were able to put together the whole season in the middle of the pandemic was just astonishing in and of itself. Like that's pretty incredible that you were able to make that happen. I know that Eric was talking a little bit about the fact that he felt a little bit not disappointed, maybe disappointed, but just felt as though there were moments that have a feeling of being a little bit less real, just because of the fact that they had to be someone that signed up to be on a magic show because there was a pandemic going on. You couldn't just walk out on the street and then just start approaching people. So it's definitely challenging.
It is. And also like Eric he did like 7 TV shows, right? So maybe more, I don't know. But he had like great tips for us sometimes when the spectator didn't give us like direction we had. So the whole crew said like, cut, but that's a fake cut. Camera are still rolling. So now we can do like a quick trick, like maybe a ring thing or something, flip stick, anything, just super quick. Puking cards, something really quick. So they're just going to be like, oh my God. And this is what they put in the show, right? Which is okay, I guess, it's still, we're still doing our job. It's not like, here's $50, react to it. So it's still okay. Again, man, it's all about the story, the like storytelling thing in the show, like if you remove that was just a cool magic show with 4 guys, So it's like, it was challenging for sure. Yeah. But good times, man. Oh my God, we have so many stories, dude. Like,
oh, no doubt. So I know both you and Eric said that the opening videos were your favorite things to do. So of all the episodes, what was your favorite one?
Wow, I did so much. So many. First one has a special place in my heart. The party potty with the card that crushes everything.
Yep.
Just because this is the first one we filmed, and this was like for the pilot. So this was a week of filming the pilot, and after that we had like 3 months of like getting ready for the rest of the season, right? So the first time we shot that, dude, it was so magical, dude. Like again, like seeing everyone working with you or you to make one big thing happen, and it was dangerous, man. Like Wes is doing a small series of all the cold opens. He's reacting to it on YouTube right now, and he's telling all the small details that you don't know if you see the show, right? And the car, dude, was like 6 feet, like right there. The car was right there. We can't practice it. We have 1 car, only 4 porta potties, so our life was kind of in danger, So one little piece of metal, just a little bolt or anything could fly and just pretty much kill us, or injure us really bad.
Yeah.
So this one has a special place in my heart. The Buster Keaton one, man. When the wall is falling,
yeah,
me and Wes had the worst seats, man. This was like, and we had like stunt guys there too, right? So they're like, all right, man. So the deal is, and we're like, okay, what's up? He's like, well, the wall is gonna be like that close to you. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's just gonna fall. Yeah, but it's like 3,000 pounds. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay. The wall itself weighs that much, and with the whole thing, like it's pretty, like it's heavier, So I'm like, okay, whatever. Now they do a test without people, and you just fucking bow, and it's like, oh, it's so loud, dude, and like the ceiling shake, like everything shake, and we were just like,
jeez,
let's do it. We're here for this experience. Let's just do it. Let's crush this, and it's really cool. The reverse one as well. That was really, really hard to do, man, to pull this off. When we shot everything in reverse.
Yeah,
that was really cool, man.
Yeah, we had Brooke was saying that was awesome.
Yeah,
part, yeah.
Hey, Brooke. But yeah, it's it was very challenging. Like I think we tried and shot, maybe we shot it like maybe 50 takes, maybe. Like it's a lot, man. It's a lot for one trick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has a job to make it cool, and it's pretty dope, man. Man, I can't wait to do it again. I miss it a lot.
How long was the whole process for putting together the whole season from like the when you guys did the pilot onwards?
Well, we worked on every ideas for like maybe 6 months before that.
Nice.
And to shoot the whole thing was 3 months.
And did you guys, the four of you as a team, have a lot of creative input at the beginning with like deciding all of the effects that you were going to do and everything, and then after that, at a certain point, it was out of your hands, right?
Yeah, buddy. At a certain point, we're like, well, this is not our show anymore. Yeah, it kind of sucks a little bit, but we're like me, Eric, Chris, and Wes, like we're all on the same page. Like this is our vision from day one. So we know what's working. We actually knew what was not going to work also on TV, and they did it anyway. So, like we're magicians. We've seen every show in the world, and magic, like, we know magic like the back of our, hand. So it's like, it's like, trust us, like we know, and we have the best magic consultant in the whole world working with us, So it's like, it was kind of a bummer at first, but again, I think it's just about our egos, man. Like it's a fun show. If you watch an episode, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna laugh. Great. There's great magic bits in it, so it's cool.
Nice.
What were those brainstorming sessions like? Were you guys butting heads on ideas or fighting, or was everybody just really excited? Like what was it like to brainstorm and go, hey guys, we're not just making YouTube videos. We've got a budget. We can just make whatever. We can make a whole TV show.
Well, the whole crazy idea magic trick started with one of my ideas, actually. Right. So back in the day when I was a bit younger, I was always dreaming of doing big things all the time, like big illusions, but like probably every magician in the world, And I pitched an idea. I'm like, hey, I want to crush a car with my mind. Instead of bending a spoon, I want to do it with a car. And the production company are like, okay, cool. We'll pitch it to the network. The network was like, absolutely, we want you to do this. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be the greatest. And we're like, did I just pitch like a $60,000 idea? And they said yes right away.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to think, and especially for me, like first TV experience, I'm like the baby brother of the group. And it happened. So I was like, oh my God. So after that, we knew we had like a bit of money for that,
Yeah.
So the sessions, man, were, just crazy. Like it didn't stop. So let's say we woke up at like 5 a.m. We shoot till maybe 5 p.m. After that, we went for drinks to talk about magic, more ideas, more everything. After this, we went to maybe Eric's hotel or mine or Wes or Chris, talk more about magic, create more all the time. It was just always like that. I miss a lot. Like,
yeah,
like talking to a magician and riffing, and it's.
That's always the funny thing. Like you talk about that, it kind of feels like almost like a convention feel, and that's always the like people go to magic conventions, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna watch a lecture, you may watch a show, you may learn something from the lecture if you actually are listening and not like comatose tired. But where the fun comes from a convention is then just hanging out and jamming with people on different ideas and what people are working on and stuff, and it always seems to be the highlight of every convention, but it's never a part of any convention, really. You know, I know Magic Live, there is the jam room, I guess, for like, but it's mostly young, very young guys or older guys jamming on a card trick and stuff instead of really. And maybe some great things have come from that room. I don't know. Most of the time, it's people jamming down at the cocktail bar at the hotel and stuff like that. But it seems interesting that always seems to be the greatest part of every convention, but never a part of any real convention where it's like, okay, this is just breakout forced time to jam on that, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and this is exactly how the four of us met as well. You know,
like
we went to a convention. So many awkward magician, obviously you guys know, and it's like, what are we doing?
Hang on, there's awkward magicians?
This exists?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Awkward?
Awkward?
Sure.
And so it's like, so the only thing we had was the bar, right? We're like, we're not chilling with those guys. Like, do your rope routine. Like, you're 40 and you perform a rope routine for a guy who's doing like cardistry and stuff like that. And the routine is like 40-minute long, and it's just like.
Yeah, your 40 phase professor's nightmare. Yeah,
exactly.
Just keep cutting that rope.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I'll go. So we went to the bar and met there, and we just like drank and get drunk, and snowball effect. After that, we have a TV show on Netflix. Crazy, man. Like, I'm still it's still surreal for me, you know, like, and I'm so passionate about it too, man. You know, like, that's the only thing I do. That's the only job I've ever had, you know. And when I didn't have money, I didn't care because I love cards. Like, the smell of it, everything, you know, I'm just so passionate about it. So, and I think this is what brought us really close together as well. You know, it's not about the tricks. It's just about the passion about like meeting new people, having fun with people, because, you know, a couple sneaky stuff, you know, it's cool, man. It's very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I imagine that atmosphere, the fact that you're hanging out with really close friends, you're all really passionate about it and are excited to talk about the ideas, but also there's that little bit of, there's also the kind of anxiety and stress a little bit in there of like, oh, we need to get this done because we're filming a TV show and we've got to have these ideas shot like tomorrow. That probably also like fueled it and made it even more, you know, exciting.
Absolutely. Oh man, time is me, bro. Time is your enemy, dude. But also, it can be good for you to have like, you know, deadlines, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to finish this by this time or by for that day or whatever. So you have to really like, and it happened all the time. That was not like surprising for us at the end of the 3 months period, right? It's like, all right, we have to come up with 10 tricks for tomorrow. You know, like, this is crazy. And you guys know you're magicians as well, you know? So it's like, it's not healthy, but at the same time, yes. You know? So it's weird, man. It's we have it really is a love-hate relationship with that whole
me and Blaze feel you. We do the same thing here every week. It's like
exactly.
We act like we like each other on camera and stuff, but I mean, look, he's sneezing.
Oh, he's my arch nemesis.
It shows. Not fooling anyone, guys.
Absolutely.
Just doing like double lift since we've
started. We put our lights on usually to match. I had to change it tonight because I was just like, I don't want to be pink or purple anymore. I'm done with this. Changing this. I need to be different than Blaze.
I only did this so I could be like you, Ryan. Now I feel upset. Remember when I was red and yellow back in the day?
That's it. You were,
Remember when I was red and yellow and I said, oh, I'll be pink and green so I can match up?
That's it. And then tonight I said, no, I'm done. I'm done matching Blaze. Like tonight, now he's
tonight I said nope too. All right. So.
Oh my God. That's a sick little setup you got there, bro.
Thank you, man. Really.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wow, I can't change. Of course, it won't even let me change it back.
It's fine, man.
Now the lights are just against me. All right, no, we'll be fine. We'll just leave it at this.
It's your podcast, bro. Take your time. You know, like.
Yeah, man.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's just a total facade. No, I blew my voice out this past weekend. It's like just coming back. If I talk low, you know, if I'm down here, then it'll be less crackly. But yeah, it's just been.
So Blaze said tonight that he wanted to sing a song for you, Alex. That he wanted to serenade you.
Yeah, you ready for it to not come out?
Let's do it. We're excited. Can you tell?
Well, you know what my favorite song is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's time for 20 questions. It's time for 20 questions. Yeah, it's time for 20 questions. It's time for 20 questions. Yeah, put 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Put 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go.
There we go.
I mean, Ryan, are we friends again after that segue? What a beautiful segue.
I actually smiled when the segue. I was like, yeah, that was good. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, we're on the same page again.
That's very cool, though. It's a sick song. Send it to me.
Thanks.
Send you the 20 questions song. Make you your new ringtone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you the video from before, that little slideshow with the Celine Dion recorder song, so you can just have that every time you open your phone.
Funny, dude.
I may put that on my Instagram or something tomorrow just for fun. Magic After Dark. Actually, we should.
Some of the photos were the blurriest thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Alex sent them. Eric sent them. They were like this big. Like some were huge, and then some were like just little tiny thumbnails.
Like I can see that far. He's always like, "This is Eric." What, like looking at his phone? He's like, "Not kidding." Someone in the chat said, "Where's Eric?" He's right there. He's always with me.
He's always there.
It's awesome. I actually texted him to see, because he said he was definitely going to tune in tonight, but he has not yet. So you'll have to let him know that
he's busy in the office, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but we have something for you, good sir. We have 20 questions.
Okay.
And we're going to bring this up right here. All right. So you can see your timer.
Oh, I have 2 minutes? Great.
We got 2 minutes. So we're going to ask you rapid fire questions. Give us your best answer, a true, honest answer. We get so many terrible answers. So good, honest answers so that people get to know you a little better.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
All
right. You, if you want to do first question. All right. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Favorite color?
Red.
Biggest pet peeve?
Magicians.
Where did you grow up?
In Hull.
What always makes you laugh?
Wes.
What's your secret talent?
Play music. It's not really secret, but yeah. I can draw. Here we go.
First time you ever saw a magic trick?
I was 3 years old. It was Alain Choquette on TV.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Control time and space. Space and time.
Dream performance venue?
Bell Center in Montreal.
Most cherished memory?
Oh my God. That my parents was okay for me to be a magician.
Yeah. Favorite food?
Chicken. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Favorite movie?
Dark Knight.
Favorite pizza topping?
Bacon. I mean.
Favorite magician?
Della Garcia, Tom Malika, and Ramzini.
If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you'd buy?
Probably new glasses for Eric. Like, he's so blind.
What's your most highly recommended magic product or book?
Loops.
Favorite TV show?
Supernatural.
Guilty pleasure?
Watching Scooby-Doo with a tomato soup.
If you had one wish, what would you wish for?
Being on this podcast right now.
Ew.
Oh, favorite toy growing up.
And
we're out of time.
Legos.
Legos.
Nice.
And we'll hit you with the last question.
Last question, since no one can answer it.
What is your favorite sports team? My man's.
Trick question, boys. That's
a trick question. It's a trick question on a Magic podcast.
Well, you know what? I love sports so much. I don't know, man. I'll say Montreal Canadiens.
Oh boy, I knew that was coming.
Montreal Canadiens. Oh, what sport is that? Is this hockey?
Oh, and I'm sorry to announce, I want to be watching this right now. But the Montreal Canadiens lost 1-0 tonight.
No.
So although officially they are out, the Tampa Bay Lightning, for everybody watching, have won the NHL Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. Tampa Bay.
God.
So,
wow. So many of my friends are going to be crying right now. Oh my God.
I'm actually coming to Montreal either on Sunday or Monday. I'm driving down.
Yeah.
Because 100%. I said to Spidey, who's on, I think Spidey's still here, maybe. But I told him that I would come and maybe crash at his place for a night. I'd get a tuxedo on Tuesday for my wedding next month. And so I'm, do you know Devin Yee?
Yes.
Yeah. So Devin custom made my tuxedo for me. So I'm coming down to pick it up. So I'm going to be hanging out in Montreal for a few days and doing some e-karting while I'm there. I've got a friend who's a NASCAR driver, Alex Tagliani, who created the tag e-karting in Montreal. And so I will be going there for sure. So if you want to come and race some cars, do some go-karting. These are crazy go-karts. It's a 3-level go-kart track. Just saying. It's going to be intense. Yeah, it's intense. I'll send you pictures after.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, let's chill for sure, man. Let's grab a drink and, get drunk and eat chicken fingers.
Now, I was going to say that the last time we hung out, this is more of a story for all of the viewers, because Alex came to my show in Toronto, and you've come a couple times, I think, at least once. But I know you guys come every year, so I think you've come twice to my show in Toronto. And so I'm talking to Alex after the show, and you're with a couple other guys as well that came down for the Browsers Bash in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking, and all of a sudden Alex kind of looks over and he sees a chicken finger on a table and he grabs it and starts eating it. And I'm like, did you not finish your food while you were watching the show or whatever? And he's like, oh no, that's not mine. And I was like, what?
Was right there, dude.
Well, we were, yeah.
All right.
Right there.
So he goes, he's like, oh, it's there. He goes, I was sitting with the people, they were at our table and they had chicken fingers. And so they look good. So I'm going to eat it. And so he's just eating off other people's plates that have already left. The show's over. And I'm super grossed out at this point, right? I'm like, Alex, this is gross, man. I'll buy you chicken fingers. You want chicken fingers?
I love fried chicken, bro. It was right there.
He did say he loves fried chicken. He did set you up for that.
He did. But yeah, so then we go out. There's at Dave & Buster's, there's a big bar there, kind of in the main area. And so we go out, and I don't know if the UFC fights were on or something. So we're out there chatting and stuff. And Alex sees another plate at a bar. And this person he did not sit with. It was onion rings or something. And he's like, oh, that looks pretty good. Takes it, starts eating. I was like, oh, bro, what the hell? I was so weird out.
Man.
But it was
Alex
good.
Just does it.
Was this wait? So this is when you got to the place?
This is after seeing my show.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if it was before or after drinks, how far gone you were.
Yeah,
at that point.
This is Alex all the time.
Yeah, also, but we're pretty drunk. So we went. We came with. Thanks. We went with. We came there with Frank the Tank, people from Ottawa, basically. Super cool musicians also. And every time we...
I forget what
was that?
there's 4 of you guys that came. I think there was, and I forget what the one guy's name is. He won the contest last week, or when Eric was on. What is his name?
I think he told me about that from the tank. Yeah, and Gus we trust.
Yeah,
that's how. Like that's his.
Yeah, in Gus we trust. Yeah, and then there was another guy. He was like a smaller guy with glasses. I don't remember what his name is either. But these guys come down every year to this Magic Bash, and then I had a residency there, so they always came by, supported local Magic, which I loved. So I appreciate that all the time. But no matter how good or bad it was, no, hopefully it's all right. But
that was okay, you know. Yeah, no, man.
But
to just like you said, like just encourage. Did I pronounce that right? Like just to be there for the magicians, right? So
yeah.
Eric, actually,
that's what I always love. Like anywhere I go, if there's a magic show, like I want to see it. You know, it doesn't matter who it is and stuff. It's just like just watching magic. Like it inspires me. No matter if it's good or bad, or you know, it's like okay, you're gonna learn something from watching every performer. Whether it's just never do that, or you know, whatever.
You sometimes and probably more often learn what not to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and it's very cool. I went to I just came back from New York and Vegas. I just came back from New York and we went to Tannins, right? And it's been such a long time that, first of all, I didn't travel, which is pretty normal. But I went to Tannins, man, and it felt so good. You know, I don't know why. It still feels like the time I go to a magic shop, like it's just, again, I guess it's like, it's all about passion, man, you know?
Yeah, I was just there yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just came back to Connecticut, and as I was passing through New York, I spent a couple hours over there and went to Tannins.
I feel like we've all connected.
Vibe.
Yeah.
Adam Blumenthal, the owner of Tannins, called me today. So, dude, it's like it's weird, but because they've got that Tannins camp starting.
Yeah.
I think next week, and so I'm gonna make something for the kids for them to give away to one of the kids watching and stuff. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Virtual. It is, right?
Yeah, it's all virtual this year. Yeah.
It's still very nice. Very cool.
They wanted to do it live, but the school that they had on, and we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. We were like, I wonder why Tannins isn't happening this year, because the States is pretty much open. Obviously, you're over in Montreal, so it's not here. It's close. We're getting closer, but he said the school that they had it. That they always have it at said they couldn't use it this year right now. Because at that point everything wasn't open. So they talked about maybe doing something later on in the year. We'll see if that happens. Like if they do a camp later on, but virtual camp will still be fun. So
yeah. Now we had a question from Brooke earlier, but I know that you're not going to know the answer to this, but it leads me to a question that I think that you will know the answer to. So Brooke was asking, when will your Fool Us air? I think that nobody knows that yet because you just did it, right? Now, we're curious if there's anything you can say about your Fool Us experience.
He already texted me, said he cannot say anything about Fool Us.
All right. Like, you guys are not supposed to know, you know? So it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because we had Eric mention it the previous time. All right. So...
Yeah. You can say anything, you know? But for real, just really can't talk about it. The only thing I can talk about, it's fun, man. You know, it's magic. So
fun is magic.
Yeah.
Now, someone asked earlier that you haven't put up a YouTube video in a while, and so I guess they were asking if you're going to get back to YouTube soon. Obviously, with the TV schedule and stuff and traveling, you've been all over the place. So, when are those? When can we look forward to those coming?
Probably very soon, probably next week. I'm doing a small series of a couple of tricks I've done on the show, actually, and kind of react to it, just to show people how crazy it really was, you know, with that performing this kind of trick, and because the behind the scenes are always better. You guys know about that.
Yeah.
So, it's like the stories are never makes it to TV, right? So I'm gonna do this. I just filmed something really cool. I want to do an ice magic tutorial. Just different from all of the other ones because we all know the cup with the ice cube in it and whatever, right? So what I've done is that I shot an intro in a Mortal Kombat kind of scene weird with Sub-Zero. I don't know if you guys are gamers or whatever, but it looks so cool, man. So this is gonna be the end of my other video. So yeah, it's weird with YouTube, man. Like you said, I've been very busy with so many things, and like just the fact we were supposed to do this podcast like maybe a month ago or something like that. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to. Obviously, magic is always gonna stay there, but I'm really passionate about the world of photography and cinema and everything like that, and also music a lot. So I'm just trying to and mix everything together, or maybe create different thing. But yeah, I'll be back on YouTube really soon with lots of crazy.
Nice. Now, I don't know about you. I think this is probably the most important question of the entire night. It came in from Oscar. Yeah.
When are you fighting Eric?
We heard that there's a boxing fight going on. When is it happening?
I have no idea. I've been set up for that. Like each time, like every time they call me, it's either a prank or they want to chill. All right, like this is my life with these guys. Like all the time, I'm the butt of the joke. I'm the little brother, as you guys may know. Like every time they call me, it's either for a prank or just to be my friends, right? And when they called me that night, I was in another world. I was so drunk, dude, so drunk. And I picked up the phone, and it was only Wes. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, blah, blah, blah. Would you, Wes is in the chat right now. What's up, buddy?
This is $1,000 plus sponsors.
This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. Is he calling you right now?
Yeah.
He's calling me.
So who's the one that's bailing on this fight? Is it Eric or you that's bailing on this fight?
What do you?
Are you talking about our on this fight? Is it
Eric? Oh, you've got it playing in the background.
Pourquoi tu t'es brassé de même, dude?
Alex, when are we gonna fight, man? I've been training for months.
Yeah, it shows. It shows.
Set a date right now.
Okay, next month.
Let's do it. Let's set a date.
Let's set a specific date next month.
Not next month.
Calendar's up. Calendar's up.
Let's get the calendar up. Let's get the calendar. We will promote the heck out of this every week.
This isn't a joke.
I'm coming to Montreal or Ottawa for this fight. So when is it happening?
Name a date, bro.
I guess second week of August.
Wes says I'm Team Alex. Wow. Look at that.
If there's any way we can weasel our way onto the commentary team.
Why did you?
Yeah.
Dude?
Now, Alex, I will tell you this. Maybe you guys can have a contest on. I used to train in jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, but I actually trained a UFC fighter in like his cardio stuff to get him ready for a fight because I coached a university soccer team. And so I took him through all of our soccer training to get us ready for the season. And so he said he was in the best shape of his life for his fight.
August, sorry boys, Eric is screaming at me.
Yeah.
August 13th.
August 13th.
August 13th. Okay, we're putting it in the calendar.
August 13th in the calendar, everybody. Friday, August 13th. Somebody's getting knocked out.
Alex versus. Yeah, I'm putting it in my phone right now.
The fight, August 13th.
Yeah.
Throwing down. You heard it here first on Magic After Dark. We made it happen.
Here's a question for you, Alex. Because your head is so much more substantially big in size than Eric's, does Eric get to wear headgear and you don't? Does that make sense?
Good question. I mean, I have my hair, so maybe that's
gonna
help. Do
you feel like you're more resistant to getting knocked out than Eric is?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna go that far. I mean, Eric has so much on me, so probably, I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. He's a savage.
Wes says it's going to be so average. It's going to look like two guys that don't know how to fight trying to box.
It's going to be amazing.
Essentially, then it'll be any Jake Paul or Logan Paul fight, right? Probably about the same.
Bro, we're going to get paid the same thing too.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to hug each other even more than Logan Paul.
Than the Mayweather.
I think Wes is going to be.
Karen hit us with some French questions. So,
Wes,
that's not even a question. That's a statement. I can tell it's a statement without even reading it.
Oh yeah,
He's calling out Wes.
Wes said he's got to head off, but
Spotty has a great question. Is magic allowed in the fight?
Don't think so. Just get a pyro, just fire him in the eyes.
He's like Dubs, bam. Yeah,
doing Tai Chi and shit. But yeah,
I don't think this works when you're getting punched in the face. I don't know.
I don't know, man. He can crush a car with his mind. Did you hear him?
That is true. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking. Hey, Alex, if I come down, we can't even go out for a drink. You got to start training, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 month.
I mean, no choice now, right?
No, it is locked in.
Yeah,
August 13th. That'll be hilarious.
I am so pleased that the two things that were teased in the episode with Eric were that he was going to send us a ton of photos, and we got the compilation, and he said, I'm going to call in the middle of the podcast and make sure that he throws down. And we've locked in a date to fight.
Well, if you guys want to see a little slideshow of Eric as well, of weird pictures where just rewind it or come back here, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll see what I've did at the beginning of this.
You just got to text me those photos after the show tonight, and we'll create a slideshow for Eric.
Absolutely.
And next week we'll do a compilation of him.
You guys already who's going to be there next week?
Oh.
Now Spidey's calling. What's up, man?
So I have a plan. Listen to my plan,
okay, I'm listening.
Welcome, Spidey Hypnosis, to the podcast again.
What's that?
So you bring a Budweiser empty bottle in a paper bag to the fight. So Eric's like, it's a rubber bottle. It can't hurt. And then you just whack him on the head with it, and it's so it's like to the second degree. It's misdirecting the misdirection.
You know he's watching this whole thing right now, right?
Shit.
As we're giving away our strategies.
Yeah. Spidey, those have got to be secrets, man. You got to keep those to ourselves.
I'm stressed out. I really need a cigarette. I'm a real chain smoker. Sorry, guys.
Jesus. Whip out the chain, and then you just you whip out the chain smoke right in front of Eric, and then you just hit him with the.
Did it just get moved back? Wes says August 20th. Tell everyone, Alex is winning all day, baby. Now,
did he just throw out a new date?
Did it just get moved? Did the fight get moved back a week?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll let you know for sure. We'll let you know.
Sounds good. I feel like maybe Eric needs more training already. He's trying to push the date back.
Yeah, I think Eric is the one bribing Wes to have him move the date.
Yeah, he's pushing it back. He said he heard about Spidey's plan with the bottle and said, we're pushing it back. Yeah. We need to come up with some new stuff.
That is funny.
Oh, no, he says,
Wes,
okay, August 13th.
August 13th. Wes did admit that he's drunk earlier in the thing. So August 13th. No change of plan.
That's awesome. Well, I'm pumped. That's going to be sick.
We
will. Josh asked, are we going to hear a drum solo from Alex? August 13th, no changes.
No changes. No changes. He had to throw that out.
I thought Eric would be scared, but he's yelling at me.
I'm going to make
Eric says he's going to make you puke. What do you say to that?
PG.
Those are fighting words. Should we? Can we bring all of them on? Will Eric hop on with us? Can we
can bring on more people. We can bring on more people if you send him the link. Yeah, he can hop on.
Let's do it. I mean, Wes can hop on too. I mean, I don't know how many people we can have on the screen.
No, we can do it. Yeah.
But I think we could get some serious pre-fight smack talk going on here.
Some absolute pre-fight smack talk.
So let me do this. Let me copy this.
Now, that would be a strat, though. He says he's going to make you throw up. Pretend to throw up, right? You go to the magic shop, right? And you get the fake vomit, but it's got daggers inside. Okay.
Great plan.
Great plan.
Great plan. I mean, Eric has lots of like fighting videos on YouTube, so
Eric says that your drum solo will be your head hitting the canvas. Can we get some pre-fight smack talk on what's going to happen to Eric's face?
These guys.
Eric, I just sent you a link, Eric. If you want to come on and smack talk Alex face to face, send you the link on Facebook. So hop on if you can. We want to hear the smack talk live, not through the comments. We want to hear the back and forth, real deal.
I hope that you assumed before accepting the invite to this podcast that it would be this amount of constant antagonism and not many questions.
Bro. Absolutely. More than okay with that too.
It was just egging you on.
Well, let's talk about card magic instead, no?
Let's talk about card magic. Evading the question. Have you heard of the two lift? It's like a one lift, but with two.
Josh, drum solo could be cool. I mean, you guys are not going to hear anything. Like the mic here is going to, we can try maybe later on, but couldn't promise anything.
We'll send off the episode with a drum solo. How's that?
I'll film it.
So hang on. The best comment is from Spidey. He says, "Guys, did you see Eric during the paintball stunt? 0% chance he's winning this. He's too pretty."
That is true. That Alex did stand there like a man and get hit with paintballs, and Eric did flee behind Chris.
Do we have that? Can we pull that up? Is it on YouTube? It's on YouTube somewhere, I'm sure. Because that was probably the funniest part for me. Is Eric was just crying in pain trying to duck behind you. So
I'm looking at it right. I'm just gonna see it.
And then we have another segment in the show that Eric actually put $1,000 bet on. Do you remember this place a couple of weeks ago?
He said, "I bet." He
said, "I'll bet $1,000. There is no way that Alex can make it through this segment." So we definitely have to get to that.
Yeah, I am trying to scrub through something to find the paintball clip.
I'm not sure if it's there actually.
It was on YouTube.
Was it?
I don't know. I'm scrubbing through a whole hour-long Bottom of the Barrel podcast where they were reacting to episodes to see if that was one of the things they reacted to.
It's probably there for sure.
Somewhere in there. Not finding it, but
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if it was on Instagram, but anyways, it definitely was hilarious watching you guys, because the thing was when Eric was telling us about it, it was before it aired. It was actually the day that it aired, or the day before it aired, and he was telling us about it, and our question was like, did you guys not think the paintballs were gonna hurt? And he said you guys had just a chest protector on, but have you not been paintballing before this?
I've only played like tag zone. It's like rubber balls.
Yeah.
So a lot. Emma's saying that.
Here's the clip.
Yeah, you can see it on Netflix also. If you want to see the clip, maybe, I don't know if you can drag it or whatever, but it's on Netflix for sure. The paintball thing. You see it? Oh, dude, that's the raw version also.
Oh yeah, look at Eric is in the back, jumping behind you guys.
Let me try and zoom in on this. I just want to see. This man says that he's going to make Alex throw up, but I see Alex standing there like a brick wall.
Yeah, taking shots.
And
And the funny thing is like the magic trick itself, we see it on everybody else except for Eric, right? Like you have to assume that it's on Eric and that it works, but he's running away. Oh, look, Eric says August 20th, new date.
August 20th, new date. No changes.
Oh boy, no changes.
What was that?
Change it. August 13th, I thought it was. What happened, Eric?
It just himself cried in front of all the people watching. So it's like, we're gonna push it, train a little bit more.
Yeah, train a little bit more. He realized that maybe if your punches are like paintballs, that he doesn't stand a chance. He says out of town August 13th. The fight's now August 20th.
But yeah, seriously, this paintball thing, man, was insane. Was out of this world. Like, and it's crazy that Eric did this, because usually he is really like always focused on things. He's gonna do it no matter what, right? This is Eric.
Yeah.
And when I was beside him, thinking about seeing all of these shooters, like 30 people like with guns in front of you, I was like, if my big brother can do it, like I know I'm gonna be okay, like I'm in this situation, and I blacked out.
Your big brother panicked.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He cowered away pretty hard. He almost turtled.
Now I'll say I was Team Eric this entire time going into it because of how hard his smack talk was. But this clip does show Mr. Boyer as an absolute Boyer brick wall. And
yeah.
Thanks, boys. Yeah, I mean,
it seems like Eric is scared to come on as well and try to trash talk you. Even he's cowering away just to the comment box.
These guys are so drunk.
I don't know.
Like, have no idea.
Like, yeah, how drunk they are right now.
That's why they're in the chat right now.
That's why they're in the chat.
Like I told them, man, they're not going to call me unless they're pranking me or if they want to be friend. And right now, like, exactly. Yeah.
Should we just go? Usually we have a couple segments, but should we save the one segment till, because we know Eric is on right now, and Eric said
he bets $1,000 on the outcome of this. So it's time for Black. Put it all on Black.
I think so. Put it all on Black.
Right. Do it.
It's that time. It's time for my favorite rhyme. It's time for the IQ test. Let's see if you're better than the rest. It's time for the IQ test. Let's see if you're better than the rest. Did your teachers call you smart? Or more of an epidemic brain fart? It's about time we see. Can you count? 1, 2, 3. Let's see if the answers will agree. Can you count? 1, 2, 3.
That was a different singer, right?
They're all Ryan. After that stimulating bout of high-pitched rap, are you ready for the IQ test?
Let's do it.
Mr. Big Brain Boyer.
Let's do it.
Question 1. Let me make sure that I just scroll down so you don't see the answer. Question 1 is...
How do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator?
Is there like a time limit for me to answer, or
no time limit? No time limit.
No time.
There may be an IQ limit.
Probably. How do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator?
So for you guys that didn't understand
Refrigerator.
that, it was how do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator? I'm just subtitling you.
Just subtitle.
Thanks.
Refrigerator. I've never heard it said that way, but that's my new favorite way to say it.
I don't know. You fold the giraffe and you put it in. There you go.
You fold the giraffe and put
like
it in.
origami style?
Origami style,
Okay.
baby.
Like it has no blood and bones inside.
Yeah, just like shove it in. Close the door.
Is that what you're gonna do to Eric in the ring? You're gonna origami him up?
Of course. Like they'll, piece of paper and you go like this and you're like,
Soul Bay.
A little dove at the end.
that's my answer.
That's the answer. So fold the giraffe and put it in the. How did you say it?
Take the giraffe, fold it, put it. It's in. Boom.
Put it. It's in.
Put it. It's in. Fold the giraffe.
Yeah.
Put it. It's in. Well.
That's
All right.
like a slap chop.
Can we get the answer?
All right. Well, the answer was incorrect. The answer was open the refrigerator, put the giraffe in, and close the door. This question tests whether you're doing simple things in a complicated way. You know, like origamiing a giraffe. You know,
You were close.
It was close.
It was a valiant effort.
Are we talking about the big like refrigerator or like, you know, like?
Now, I will say, Eric got question 1 wrong as well.
Eric did as
so
well.
So you are currently tied with Eric. The remainder of this quiz is what settles the bet.
Yeah, Eric got everything else right.
So no more wrong answers.
Let's do it.
Question 2. How do you put an elephant into a refrigerator?
I think I know this one. Comment tu mets un éléphant dans un réfrigérateur?
Whoa.
For you guys, that was how do you put an elephant into a refrigerator?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a trick question, though.
It looks like you're trying to Google search this at the same time. He's like looking off at the other screen. Are you Google searching this at the same time?
No, you're in my laptop right now.
And
okay. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure you were not cheating, trying to beat Eric.
Yeah.
Holding the honest.
I don't know. I guess besides the giraffe, you just put the elephant inside with the giraffe, or would it fit? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably. I'll go with you. Remove the giraffe, I guess, and you put the elephant in.
Well, let's remember.
Oh, wait. You open the door, you take the giraffe out, you put the elephant, and you close the door. That was the first thing, right? Open and close. That was the thing that I got wrong.
Well, I think the part that you got wrong was folding the giraffe.
Yeah, you got wrong. Was the origami part.
Yeah. Might have been the origami.
It was the Japanese folding method that you got wrong, but I think
just
Ryan. It
got there with some help and stuff.
Yeah. I don't feel like I gave a hint. I just said remember.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say by remember was remember to put it in the form of an answer, because he just said like with the giraffe, and I was just like, all right, form of an answer, all right. All right.
I think we can give that one to him. I think
we give it to him. The correct answer, the correct answer was open the refrigerator. Let me move myself out of the way. Correct answer was open the refrigerator, take out the giraffe, put the elephant in, and close the door. You are currently tied with Mr. Leclerc.
Tied with Mr. Leclerc. I actually think that Eric bet that you wouldn't get anything right.
Thank you for giving it to me.
Yeah, I think Eric actually said, I bet $1,000 that Alex won't get any of these right. I think if we go back and take a look, but
that might be it. Yeah.
The $1,000. You guys?
I think it would be. Yeah, we'd have to split it between me and boys. I think that makes.
Eric is. It's like I'm gonna bet this on that, and we're all like, oh yeah, like, who gets the money? He's like, well, I have to go to New York, and I have to go to this.
I gotta get from a guy.
Yeah. So on to question number 3.
There's
no
another
more
one?
hints. No more hints. Yes.
No more hints though. These are getting tough now. The Lion King is hosting an animal conference. All the animals attend except one. Which animal does not attend?
Well, if it follows the other one, wait, put the giraffe in. Second time was the giraffe. So, no, it was the elephant. Right? The elephant, I guess, is still in the fridge. Is that it? Is the elephant still in the fridge? So the elephant is not attending the conference thing?
Huh? Well.
I like the thing that Spidey says. The fact that Alex is struggling with these questions shows how much he watched Eric's episode and mine.
Like it's the laughing emoji on laughing at Eric, and then the sad emoji when it pulls to himself. The teardrop.
They're both disappointed in you.
I don't get it.
Alex,
is it because I didn't watch it? He's sad.
Is he?
Yeah, because we did these questions with the both of them, so you would have known the answers if you watched their episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So you never made it this far in an episode, and we know you were on with Eric for a little while. So.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes. After this was La Saint-Jean in Elmer. I remember.
So the correct answer is
the elephant. He's in the refrigerator. Correct.
Right. Boom.
Got two.
So
that's it.
Memory.
We're done?
No, one more.
No, one more.
Okay, great. Hopefully this is a magic question.
True or false? No, I'm joking. It's not true or false.
True or false? The correct name is the two lift.
Yeah, the two lift.
All right. And there is a river you must cross, but it is inhabited by crocodiles. How do you solve the problem?
Inhabited?
Inhabited, yeah. That means they live there.
Oh, they live there? Yeah, obviously.
It is, yeah. It's their habitat.
There's a river you must cross, but it's inhabited.
We can also throw it in Google Translate if you'd.
Well, I mean, are they all following? Probably. I threw the giraffe in, and the crocodile would be like, like occupied with something. And after this, I would just like swim around and be like, done, cross the river.
Like Spidey said inhabited is the same word in French.
Same word in French.
Inhabité. Ah ben oui. Inhabité. Hey, j'aurais dû connecter les affaires à Spidey. Yeah. I threw the giraffe in, they'd be occupied, and I would swim just beside it and, cross the river. Huh? That's pretty weird answer, but can get weirded in.
The same giraffe you took out of the fridge?
Yeah.
Okay, so he took the giraffe out of the fridge.
And then because obviously the fridge beside the river.
Interesting. So you live by the river now.
Through the elephant, through the giraffe, through the Eric, and just swim around the crocodile and just be free,
Throw the Eric. So like a species of Eric. Eric. Just that one.
It's a wild Eric in the woods.
Yeah. You catch pretty true. Pretty wild.
It's a good answer. It's a bit far-fetched, but it's a good answer.
Well, unfortunately, you let that giraffe go, and you don't have him anymore. Because you had to make room for the elephant.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. And then they all went to the animal conference, except for the elephant.
But you guys just gave me a hint.
Well, no, it's too late.
No, your answer's already
We locked
wrong.
in the answer. The correct answer is you swim across. All of the crocodiles are attending the animal conference still. So, unfortunately, sir, you got 2 out of 4, which is more than many of our guests have gotten in the past.
It is still many.
You still do have a big brain in that big noggin of yours. But
I think I think I'm gonna make a big physical chart of this to put like behind me right here of like all of our guests and then who tops it. Because like there's only been a couple guys that have got everything right.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
Who?
Yeah, there's only been a couple.
Colin Cloud got everything right.
Yeah, but he's
Xavier Spade.
Xavier got all of them
Xavier
And
Spade got
then
everything right.
Michael
Really?
Blau and Giancarlo got them all right together.
They got all right. Yeah.
So basically,
the
what you guys
Eversons got them all right too, did they not?
I maybe, but
All of the
Brooke
mentalists.
Brooke said that he did say swim. I'd like to just correct that. Alex did say swim after throwing a dismembered, folded up origami giraffe into the water, which was not part of the answer.
in that you
Spidey-
that in your
Spidey got all of the answers right as well, he said, and all my 20 questions. Ooh.
That's true. I mean, Alex did get all of his 20 questions right.
Yeah, he did get them all right. He only made it through 19. We asked the 20th after the
That's
fact. but-
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
what was the question again?
19 questions.
What was the last question? What's your favorite sports team?
Yeah.
And you said the team that lost tonight in the finals of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Great.
But you know what? Should we just go right? Do you think we should just go right into it? Actually, we should probably ask the other question that we usually ask with 20 questions sometimes, because I think it's really fitting for Alex, especially with what Eric has told me, all day and stuff is, Alex, would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
Feel like a potato.
Rather
Feel
feel
like
like
a
a potato. Can't lose the hair.
Nope.
No.
Oh no. Nope. It's a wig. What can I say? Okay.
It is a wig. Yeah. I am a potato. This is a wig.
I am a potato. This is a wig. Just Mr. Potato Head Man. Just everything's just all dismembered parts.
Everything's just fake. That's awesome.
Do I have a story I can tell you here? Just a sec. Let me see here. Maybe.
It is interesting that Eric also carried a notebook with all of his stories written in it.
You know what? He told me something really like I told you guys, like Eric is kind of my mentor as well. When I was younger, he taught me so much about the magic business and stuff. And he's like, you write notes and stuff like this. And I was always writing like maybe on my phone or computer, whatever. He's like, dude, use a book, use a notepad, use something that you can feel, you can write on, and changes everything for me, man. Changed everything. So, magician out there, it's a great tip.
Gold nugget. Definitely true. I feel like there's just something different about physically writing something. The mental
10 notebooks
connection.
down here under my desk.
I had a teacher in high school that he was just special, man. Special teacher, right? And he brought us newspaper once. Right, and for us kids, it's like, we have internet, we have iPhone, it's brought newspaper, and we're like, well, and like class place newspaper, and just being like, smelling it, feeling it, and we're like, what the hell is he doing, right? And he's like, there's nothing more interesting than a book or a newspaper or something you can actually read on and stuff like that. And this is the moment when I started reading magic books, because I felt like DVDs was not enough. Like it was one trick instead of like 100 tricks in a book. And again, it changed everything. Even today, I don't really read that much anymore, like magic book and stuff. But like each time I have a magic book in front of me, it's always so magical, right? I don't know. Stop doing tricks, kids out there. Here we go. Moral of the story.
I like this question. Oscar said, Alex, when you heard one of the pranks in Big Trick Energy was that they were going to shave your head, how did you feel about that? And it could have all been gone. Because I know that's something that Eric talked about. They booked a hair appointment and you wouldn't go, correct? You were like, I'm not going because I know this is where you guys are going to shave my head.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we were there for 3 months, right? So we had to get haircuts there. We had no choice in Vancouver, right? And they're like, hey, do you want to, like get a haircut? I'm like, yeah, man, I really do. Like, I need it really bad. And they're booking a place. It's a sick place. And I'm like, there's something wrong with this plan, Like, I'm like, there's something not feeling right about this, because they were teasing me for like 5 months that on the show they're going to shave a part of my head or just do something with a razor or whatever. I was like, you know what? I'm going to change saloon right away. I called like in the back, like, hey, right? And they're like, hey, you're not coming with us? I'm like, man, this place felt a little bit more right for me, And I told this he was like, what? Really? Did you really do this? Like, oh my God, it is. So yeah, it's a sick story. But it didn't feel good at all, man. Like I told you, man, they're always there to try and do something to me. My best friends.
Just always trying to get you.
Yeah. All the time. I have a couple of stories for you guys. There's that you might have heard about BT, but I'm not sure. There's a border story. There's a trick that Eric did to me once that's really good. Yeah, there's so many. Like, what do you guys want to hear? Magic story? Like, what do you want?
Well, I mean, I'm one that has had to cross the border many times. Let's hear the border story, because border stories are always terrible.
Very. So,
yeah,
when I was maybe 18, we're going to my Jive Fest in Ohio, great convention. And it was me, Eric, I think Frank the Tank, my friend from Ottawa, was there. Seb Parent, younger guy who was like 16, and an older guy, Chris Pillsworth from Ottawa as well. Great, super creative guy. Was like maybe in his 50s, whatever. And so we go to my Jive Fest. We party like animals, like usual, but we brought weed from the States, and we were coming back from Canada to Canada. So we're like, man, we cannot throw this weed away. We have to like, so 15 minutes from the borders, me and Eric are just like starting to like roll. And we're to the borders. We're just like, what's up, man? Like just, like super normal. And the guy's like, hey, what are you guys doing? And we're like, oh, we're all magicians, right? But like the difference of age are so different, man, that it's so weird already, right? And Chris Ward is doing like a trick with a cactus and a balloon, right?
Yeah.
It's a great trick, but the box like resembles as just a big bomb, it's so weird. We have knives, we have weird props, the ages are different. And the guy was like, you're magicians, really? Like, what's your deal? And we're like, oh, we've been there, and did you buy some stuff? Like, fake thumbs and shit, like we're magicians, So the guy's just like parked there and wait for us, and we're like, oh God, it's really happening. Wait into like the waiting room for like 45 minutes, man. We could go pee, we can do anything. Like there's guard everywhere, and we're just stressing like the fuck out, Like we're just like, my career is over. Like even Eric, like he gets out of any situation and he's still like sweating a little bit. And Chris was just like, he's super, super straight, like he doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't do anything. And Seb, the younger guys, is just like, what the fuck is going on? So after 45 minutes, they call us. We go to this garage, super weird looking garage, and there's the van there. All the doors are open. All of our like luggage are open. There's dogs, there's guards, there's everyone, people with guns, and we're just like, holy shit, like what the hell is going on, man? So they put us up in line, right? And there's a dog there sniffing for shit or whatever, and me and Eric are just like, so high, we're just like, what the hell is going on? Like, is this really happening? Like, we're just like, holy shit. So now the dog is like sniffing everyone, and at a point he comes at me and he's just like jumping on me and doing like some kind of I'm just like, everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be. And now he jumps on Eric too, so we're like, man, we're done. Like and he's like, there's a table right there, can you tell us what this is? And we're like, okay. So Eric goes first, and he just bought like a Thumber, right? A little vibrator and then whatever you guys know.
Yeah.
So it looks like a detonation for this big box that looks like a bomb. So the guard were just like, what the hell is going on? I had like girl panties on me. I had like so many fake thumbs. I had the thumb with a blade on. Dude, it was chaotic, super chaotic. and this is like a long 35-minute of like waiting in this garage, right? And talking to us, asking so many questions. And they're like, who's smoking here? Who smoked here? And Eric, is just like, look at him. I'm like, like whatever. He's like, whose luggage is this? And Seb, the kid, is like, mine. He's like, oh, we found a bit of residue on this luggage. And we're like, what the hell? So in the hotel room in Ohio, when we were rolling joints, the weed fell on Seb's luggage, right? So this is like everything. And we're just like, oh, fuck. Anyway, moral of the story is that this is fucking funny as fuck. And also, since it was raining and the dog like went into the car and like went everywhere, at the end, Eric is just like, everything's over. They let us go. And they're like, Eric is just, what did he say? He's like, hey guys, to the guard, right? He's like, next time, can you just clean your dog? Like he put some dirt everywhere in my car. I'm like this is just Eric like listen to the wrong people all the time.
Oh my god!
like
just picking fights.
Yeah, picking. Yeah. Just like, okay, man, we have to go. Like get your.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
But yeah, man, that was so weird and stressful, dude. It was pretty crazy, man.
Crazy.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, so basically, Eric's vibrator got you guys in a lot of trouble. Is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Fuck, dude.
Of all of the people to be carrying that, it was Eric. Now, I would imagine that it was you because I know that you carry around a pair of panties with you all the time, everywhere you go, because I've seen you pull it out and wipe your face and stuff like that.
It happens. I like doing random stuff all the time wherever I go. That's another thing I learned from actually Chris, Wes, and Eric. Like again, when I was younger in Magic, I was taking myself a little bit too seriously, like really believing in being like this mysterious magician. And they taught me so much about like just have fun, man. Like you can do a trick with mysterious things also, but it can be fun also, right? So yeah, the panties thing is for sure very funny when you go to a bar and you're drinking your drink and you're just like talking to people and you're like, yeah, you're right, you're totally right. And, just going like it was just funny, man. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like the cigarette thing, also like the chain smoking thing. It's very good. Also, like nobody's gonna. It's just we're going to remember that no matter what.
Yeah.
That's like Eric and his floor pepperoni.
Oh, dude,
yes,
it's so good, man. Each time, that's another great thing. Like each time we go to the casino or whatever, he has it in his wallet all the time. Okay, he carries pepperoni everywhere. Like, it's Eric. So
good.
When we're in Vegas, we're playing roulette, and we're throwing chips and whatever, and he just throws pepperoni and puts it like right here. And lady's like, what's this? He's like, it's pepperoni. Like super like, yeah, just normal, right? Just super casual and shit. Super funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure they wanted to kill him after that, but yeah.
Yeah.
That is the fun thing is when you can do something like that and just be nonchalant about it, right? It's just like put the pepperoni down, and why would I not put the pepperoni down, right?
There's a great quote by Chris. He always say this quote. I don't know if I'm gonna get it right just because my English is it's better to ask for forgiveness
than permission.
Ask for permission, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
Exactly. That's a quote that I'm always having in my mind all the time. Like it's always, and it's true. It's true,
Yeah.
It's how you can get out of this trouble all the time.
Yeah. Well, do you think we should go to our favorite part of the entire night? What do you think, Blaze? Do you think he's ready for it? We've never done it last in the night, so it's interesting that we hit him with it now.
Let's hit it. Let's hit it.
Lasagna!
Lasagna!
What's your favorite genre of lasagna?
Meat.
Lasagna.
Veggie.
Lasagna.
Plain.
Lasagna.
Saucy.
Lasagna. What's your favorite genre of lasagna?
What's your favorite genre of lasagna, Mr. Alex Boyer?
It would be meat for sure. Meat for sure. The real deal Italian, saucy. If you want to talk about lasagna, well, let me tell you something.
Yes.
In my hometown, there's a place called Naples. Not Nipples, but Naples. And it's my mom's favorite place to go eat because there's a lasagna. Instead of being like layers like this, okay, you guys are going to, like, you're not going to be able to sleep today, right?
Okay.
Lasagna is literally rounded like this, all right? And all the meat and the cheese are inside, but rounded like this. And in the middle, there's the sauce.
Whoa.
That's my favorite.
So, wait, is it
like
layers of pasta that's
hoop?
kind of like twisted in?
Exactly. And it's so beautiful.
Oh.
It's a little bit like, Blazing, like a little bit like our hair, you know? Like,
A little bit. Yeah.
Ryan's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Just
I'm
twisting
growing
it
mine.
around.
But yeah, it's really good, man. Meat for sure. Meat it is.
Wow. So it's circular meat saucy lasagna.
Oh yeah, with lots of vegetables in it, and it's really good. Really
Lots of vegetables in it.
Yeah,
it's an interesting meat. Lots of vegetables.
A spaghetti kind of sauce, you know, with like just a bunch of vegetables and meat and stuff. Also salami in it. It has to be like pepperoni in it, and like this is a must do, man. So like beef, ground beef, and pepperoni.
I don't even know.
Pepperoni. I don't think they put pepperoni in lasagna.
I don't think they put pepperoni in lasagna. I don't know.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Game changer for sure.
Now, I don't even know if our follow-up question can compute with circular lasagna, because we do have a follow-up. I mean,
we do have a follow-up.
But at that point, what even happens? Like
the
whole universe collapses in on itself.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like stacking popkins. It's got to be like stacking popkins. You got to be able to have a tower, right?
I think that it happens. It does make a tower.
Yeah. So the follow-up question, Alex, is if you had one circular meat saucy lasagna, and you baked a second circular saucy meaty lasagna, and you place that second lasagna atop a big one. It's a big one. You place it on top of the first one. Do you now have one lasagna or two?
One. Oof.
One.
Immediate. One.
These are all the sauce.
Interesting.
It's melting. It's just more layers, but it's just a huge, big, lasagna.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think that was the thing is I didn't know if it was still layers, with this. But, yeah.
I think Leclerc said two.
Yeah.
I believe he said he didn't like that crunchy top. That's what separated them.
That's true. So I think you guys should wage war on that front.
Psycho. He's a psycho. It's more.
Well,
it's more like
he's a psycho that wants to box you. So are you ready to step in the ring with a psycho?
I mean, if he's gonna cry like the paintball thing, right? I mean,
it's true.
That's
true.
Yeah, we'll bring the lasagna. You bring the heat.
The whole thing about that is that for me, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be for fun. It's two buddies like just wrestling, but not for him.
I mean, he says your head is gonna hit the canvas pretty hard. He says he's knocking you out. So
I'll be happy no matter what.
The crazy. So August 20th, I get married August 21st. So I mean, we may have to do a night before commentary on the fight. Bring some lasagna in. It's going to be crazy.
Now, what's up with this this Photoshop job that just happened? You know, with
there's no Photoshop in it.
There's no Photoshop. Eric's actually 100% jacked.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric's really jacked.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's so cool you can pull like, shit on the screen like this. Yeah. You have him crying? No? Okay, cool.
You what?
Because I thought I saw the same photo on your phone, and I was like, he doesn't look the same at all.
Oh no. Here we go. Here, watch this. Here's the real picture. Here we go.
Was this before and after training?
I mean, it's a little blurry, but you guys can see it. It's a little bit different, but he's still a really good man. Eric.
It's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different. He's got like 8 more pounds of hair from one to the next.
Yeah. Yeah. What's not on his head is on his body.
yeah, exactly. Eric couldn't grow this. He grew this instead.
Now, the name of the magician that you said during the 20 questions, that was the first magician you'd ever seen. It was a French magician that you saw?
Yes. It was a pretty big deal, actually.
Mm. And did you know from that moment, I want to do this? Or was it later on that you kind of discovered that you wanted to do it?
Yeah, I saw he was doing just a bit in his show about the Phantom of the Opera, right? Mm. Super mysterious. It grabs you right away, you know? Like, especially back in the day, there were nothing really like this, you know? No internet, no TikTok, no nothing, no magic except magician on TV, right? So it's crazy how young I was also, you know, just to understand that really quick. And right after that, I took a sheet of paper, placed it on my face to make like a mask. And my parents were like, what the hell is going on? He's like, Alain Chaquette, man, he's on TV, he's doing magic and shit. So my grandma, the Christmas, like in the same year, bought me his VHS, and he was teaching like 10 tricks, beginner tricks. I learned every tricks, practice it, because he was always saying practice, practice, practice. And you listen to the man, right? You have to listen to the guy that you're looking up to, right? And after that, in kindergarten, I was doing magic for all the other kids, you know. The teacher was like, holy shit, like, it's good, you know. So after that, I just didn't quit. That's the only thing I know: magic and music and party. Yeah,
magic, music, and party.
Yeah,
that should be your new YouTube channel. Magic, music, and party.
Good idea. It's not bad. I knew at that moment it's maybe like the same story we hear all the time, but like, yes, I had a magic kid and stuff, but like just knowing I was able to do something that really younger than the other kids, like the other kids were picking their nose, like not even able to talk properly, and I was doing magic, right? So it's like there's a feeling there, especially when adults are like impressed with what you're doing for real, you know. It's not like drawing like a line and they're like, oh, that's a beautiful drawing, you know. It's like, no, we're doing magic, you know. So that was good. And man, it helped me in high school so much to make friends, to not be shy anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. I've done so many shows in high school and elementary school. It's the only thing I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is a very like special feeling that can be pretty addictive. Is like when you're a kid being able to freak out adults and be able to show them something that they've never seen before.
So, man, it's literally a weapon, dude. Yeah. And especially when you know it can be an art, you know, like not only just like you buy a trick and you do it in front of a camera, which is crazy to me, you know, but I mean, it's like in high school, dude, like lots of teachers and like just adults were saying that I was crazy, wanted to be a magician, right? They're like, you can't be a magician, dude. You need a real job. And I was like, well, I'm making money, man, and I'm in high school, you know, like, this is my job right now.
Mm-hmm. I think about that all the time, actually. Not all the time, but periodically. I'm like, man, it's crazy what we do for a living, right? Like, we've all made it happen And it's like something that most people would go, like you said, most teachers and stuff are like, oh, that's cool, you want to do magic, but like, what is your real job going to be, right? And it's like, no, it's going to be magic. I'm going to make it happen. So I think it's inspiring to those people out there that are, sitting at home going, I really want to do magic, but I don't know, and stuff. And I always recommend to people, it is good to get a job to learn work ethic and stuff like that. But if you want to pursue magic, then it's something that you got to go hard at all the time. So
you know what, man? It's like this with anything, I think, It's just that since we're always stuck in this fucking little world of like magicians and awkward magician people, like, how come these guys know all the answers in the magic world? Like, it's not that. Like, we're all different. We all have different styles. We all have different personality. Like, I was fortunate enough to have great parents that was supporting me all the time, So this is the biggest, like, the best thing that happened to me. Like, my parents are old EPs, bro. They know how to party. The only thing they know is love, respect, and have fun, and that's it. So I've been raised like that also, and this is one of the reasons why I quit school. I was not able to literally just be happy, period. Like, I was being more happy. I would be more happy in the streets with a deck of cards than being in school forever, So that was always my mindset, and it is pretty crazy, but it's me and I'm happy, So it's, again, man, if you want to fucking do movies, play music, do anything, be obsessed with what you love, man. Without obsession, there's no greatness in any part, So
absolutely,
this is what I think, and it got me where I am right now. And like, being happy is something, but like, even like we were talking about this, me and Eric, like, it's crazy how fast everything went from this TV show, and now we're on Ellen, we're on Netflix, we have this. Perform in Vegas, I did that, I did this, and blah blah blah. And it's like, I still want more, And it's not because I'm greedy, I think, because it's not even about the money. It's about just the fact that I can do it more often, all the time, and being more and more in this world of like, I'm still learning. I'm still like, just wanted to learn more all the time. Fuck, man, I love this shit. I'm so passionate, dude. It's crazy, man. Just fucking love this shit. I think
it's really inspiring. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things I think a lot of people. Well, we see it every convention you go to and stuff. There's the guys that are into magic and stuff, but sometimes you see like, and I've seen performers where you feel like they're just burnt out, like that they, they're just going through the motions, being on stage and stuff. And I think what you're talking about is like just that true passion and love for magic is something that you need to keep throughout the whole time, like when you're performing and stuff. And if you get to that point where you are on stage and you're like robotic, where it's like, okay, I'm doing this again, then maybe that's a time that you got to step back and then re-dive into magic or into something else until your love comes back. But I find so many times people,
it happened to you as well. Like, you were doing so many shows, man. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy to think about, like every magician on TikTok will never know what's this, like they're never gonna understand, like never, it's never gonna happen, which is crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's a completely different world, man, and again, it's okay, but there's still like pros and cons with everything, and speaking of being passionate and always working, like, is the greatest example of all, dude. Like, still, like, yes, his Copperfield is robotic a little bit, but still doing like 600 shows per year, man. Like,
Copperfield's crazy busy.
He's a beast. 15 shows a week. So let me do the math here.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize it was that many. That's insane.
Yeah, times 52 weeks.
Wait, so does he have a 3-show day then? He's doing
Saturday's 3 shows. So that's 780 shows a year. Now he takes a couple, I think they go 13 weeks and then they take a week off. So he takes like 4 weeks off of the year. So minus what I say, 15 times 4, so minus 60, so 720 shows a year, give or take.
Oh my
right?
God.
Like that's
insane.
Insane.
And
Insane.
so what? After his shows is like, I'm not sleeping, dude. Like you know, after a show you're on a high, dude. You just want to keep going, right? So what does it do?
Yeah.
Creates magic, creates more magic. Talks with Kenner, tours on this private museum. Like he's just always working. Like,
getting free air conditioning over there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Something a little bit fishy. But yeah, man. Fucking love magic. Want to see a trick? Here we go. All right. Watch this.
Yes.
Ready? One.
What?
Whoa.
Oh.
He did the whole setup and everything.
Yeah, the whole.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
That was good. I like that. All right,
and yeah, I like that, the thumb balance.
When you want to perform a trick to a magician, just go like, all right, we're gonna try something really cool here.
We're gonna try something. You're just doing a little mini disco dance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna try something here.
Oh, there's a couple good questions.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke asked, because she said you've only ever really been a magician, so if you could do something else, what would it be?
I'd go with music. I'd go with 100%. Thanks for asking, Brooke. Photography, cinema. Also, there's like, I'm just super exciting each time I grab my camera and shoot something. Yeah. It's another passion. Like I've been doing this only for like 2.5 years now, and I'm kind of obsessed with it as well. You know, like I've been posting things on Instagram all the time, and I don't know. It's very cool, but yeah, definitely music. Like I was in a couple of bands when I was younger also, and I miss like just being on stage drumming and sweating and just the whole crowd, and they want to grab you, and like that I miss so much. And I want to do something with magic, maybe music, but it's so hard to not be cheesy, to mix both. You know what?
We've had a couple other guests that have tried to do that and talked about the combining of magic and music and how hard it is. And I mean, some people have been successful at it, but others have, really struggled with it as well. So,
right.
I
guess you have. The only thing I'm thinking in my mind right now is that I guess you have to go all out with that. You know, like it cannot just be like, I know Chris Funk does amazing magic with music also. Does something with a jack chord, and his violin's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, it's not. I cannot process this. Like I would never be able to do that, right? It's not me. You know, this is him. Like I literally just want to make people scream, man. You know, make people fucking This is what I want to do. We'll see. Maybe in the future, maybe after Big Trick Energy.
Nice.
No.
Is that the next end goal for you? Is to like create a stage show that's like a music concert?
That'd be amazing, man. I've been thinking about this all my life, dude. You know, like it's again, it's hard not to be cheesy or just like if I say music magic, you already have an image in your mind, right? So how can I transform shift it and just be completely different, right? And that's probably the whole point of also being a magician for all of us, is how to be different. Like when I was younger, I was like, I'm going to be the best magician in the world, right? Well, now I just want to be someone. That's a whole different game, right? That's a whole different. I'm okay not being the best. And hopefully it doesn't really matter, I think, like there's so many different styles. Sure. It's like music. Yeah. Yes, there's good musician, like you have a poster of Slash behind you right now. We know Slash is great, but there's other great musician that you can appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
They sell out all the time, so it's like, I think it's like that with magic also. I think it's important to be different, be unique, which is obvious, but also, yes, just, have fun with what you do, man. Be yourself, dude. You know.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that doesn't do that, dude. So many magicians that are just not themselves, man. It's crazy. You guys.
Well, I mean, I think that's one thing that's interesting about magic is that depending on if you are a part of the community in magic or not, or just who you're talking to in the community, there are many different ideas of what magic is and what it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of people in magic that believe that it's almost like you're going to classical music school or something, or like you're supposed to just read this sheet music, like read this magic book and try and do it exactly how the masters of the past did it before. And it's like, well, who even said that those guys were doing it perfectly in the first place? They were imitating the guys before them, and they were imitating the guys before them. But who said that the first guy to do it was doing it the right way? You know, it's like, isn't the whole point of just like in music, being a songwriter, in magic, you know, being someone that does something that's true to yourself, you know? And at least for me, I've not felt like I'm doing something true to myself if I'm trying to imitate somebody else. And but I guess there are other magicians that have the idea that they are being true to themselves by, I guess, I see a lot of this quote like resurrecting the secrets of the past or whatever, which is basically like, I'm going to perform old stuff. And, you know, and I guess that's it. But there's also nothing wrong with being someone that studies classical music and then tries to play it perfectly. Mm-hmm. But that just hasn't been what I've been interested in. And I guess judging by reading the room, it seems as though neither of you are in that same kind of lane. It seems like you just want to be yourself, you know?
Yeah, you're totally right. And well, man, about this whole thing, you know, and it's, I just saw my buddy in Gus We Trust, Frank the Tank's in the house, boys. Here we go.
I was about to say, Frank the Tank's in the house.
Yeah, I just told the story that when we were at the Borders, when me and Eric smoked too much weed. But yeah, dude, it's like I told you earlier, like I'm really like, my school of thought has always been bands and classic rock and stuff like that. And it's crazy that you have a Slash poster. I was just watching a Slash documentary like right before this podcast.
Really?
And yeah, and he said something really interesting that I think we all did this, but when he was younger, the first time he took his guitar and tried to play stuff, it's because he heard Led Zeppelin, right? These classics, and it was like studying classic and studying all the classics. And one time he just did something wrong, and it was like, oh, I'm incorporating classics with something that I just did, so it's like different right away, right? So it's like, now he's different right now, you know? So it's like, I don't know if you guys like create your own tricks. Obviously you do, but like, a lot of times that I create my tricks, it's because I did a mistake, you know? It's because I'm trying to learn something, or maybe a cardistry move or something. I'm learning a cardistry move and I fit the wrong card. Well, now I have another move, right? So it's like, oh, I just created something there because I did a mistake. So sometimes it's, when you're losing, you're sometimes winning without knowing it. Right? So it's like,
yeah, it's
weird, man. It's such a fucking weird, like you said, Ryan, like such a weird job.
Oh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
But again, it's like music. It's just that magic we have more notes, you know, and more instruments basically. You know? So I just love it so much.
It's interesting that we talk about magic and music and stuff. And I talked to Chris Angel before, and you know, and flying from building to building or floating from building to building, and not to bring up Chris again, but I went and saw his show in Vegas. I've seen it a number of times, and you know, when Cirque was with it, and then when Cirque wasn't with it, and obviously the show has gotten 1,000 times better. But when I saw one of his last shows at the Luxor, it had the feeling of being in a nightclub partway through the show. And I was with Gil Morelli and Patrick Kuhn and a couple other guys, and we all turned to each other afterwards and went, wow, that is like the most nightclub feeling show in a huge theater, which was really interesting, because a lot of times with magic shows, you know, it's very much like, okay, you're going to sit here and this is the show. You watch and you enjoy, and you don't get up and you don't do things and stuff like that. Where he had people, you know, everybody stand up. And I mean, there was parts that were a little cheesy that way, like everybody stand up, like, but at the same time, it almost felt like you were kind of at a concert or at a, you know, at a club, and, you know, and the DJ is doing something, right? But there was that feeling of it anyways, where I was like, wow, this is the first guy that I've seen that's, and Chris had a show back in the day that was all music and magic, and it was, you know, so I felt like it was the first one that I've seen that was pretty successful that way.
Right. Well, I don't think it's wrong, you know, like just because, let's say we don't know Chris Angel, right? In the magic world, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? We don't know the guy, right? So it's like, it's still different, you know? So I'm sure there's a place for it. And especially in 2021, man, like, it's hard for people unless, I don't know, it's very strange. Like, I'm always thinking about what's going to be the next magic thing. Always, you know. I'm sure you guys think the same thing. And it's really hard, man. It is really hard to try and figure out, like, not who's going to be the next big thing, but what's going to be the next big thing. Like, what style, what, you know, like, and right now it's very all social media, man. Like, we're taking away, there's a place for magic on social media, by the way. Like, I'm never going to say anything wrong about that. It's just that there's so many bad stuff on social media also, you know? So it's like, it's weird, man. It's a constant question. It's always like, I don't know. I'm just so passionate. Like, I'm gonna go to bed like later, and I'm gonna think about it. You know, like, it's it's crazy how to fucking shake people. You know, like, what's gonna be the next thing that people are gonna be like even now, like, it's so impossible to get another David Blaine or Chris Angel or Copperfield. Like, this is over. Like, you know. So that's why that's kind of the reason why the four of us thought that Big Trick Energy was going to be something else, is because we were taking the magic and shifting everything. It was not about the magic anymore. It was about four best friend that happens to know magic, you know? So maybe season 2. I don't know.
I'm not sure what Kevin asked here. He said that's how maybe I'm just old. The 2 eyes. I have no idea what he's talking about.
No idea what he's talking about.
Sorry, Kevin.
VB9. Kevin, if you can retype your question. I was trying to get it. Or comment.
No, he was just talking about, I think, about how out of mistakes, new inventions are created. And
right.
I think that,
probably.
I think that's how WD-40 was created. Is like they were trying to invent something entirely different, and then they were like, oh, this could be used to like grease things up, and like, and so then it ended up just working.
Solve every life problem. It's like duct tape.
Every life problem.
Kevin said exactly. That's what he was talking about.
Okay, so yeah, I got the gist of what he was talking about, although I don't know what that gibberish in the middle of his
the double IVB9. It's a guitar thing, I think. He said minor 2-5 with a flat 9-1 minor came about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it, but that's not.
Kevin he took music theory.
But when you don't say that you're talking about in the context of music theory, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just like, it looks like you're talking in code. I literally thought he was talking about some kind of model of like airplane. Like, that's what I thought he was talking about. Because, like, did you see what Elon Musk named his kid? It's like XAEA12 is the actual name of his kid. Yeah.
No.
His nickname is Ash. The nickname of his kid is Ash, but his full name is like, it's just a bunch of numbers and letters.
I need to look this up.
X Ash A12.
Yeah.
And then a reporter walked up to him, and they were like, "Oh, how is X Ash A12?" And he said, "What are you talking about?" And then he was like, "How is X Ash A12?" And he went, "Oh, you mean my kid?" It's like he didn't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah. How do you say it? X? Because it's XAE together,
the
right?
AE together. Yeah. That he pronounces Ash. So it's X Ash A12, like Ash Ketchum, you know?
Yeah. So X-A12. A to the 12. They should say A to the 12 because it's got a hyphen in it too.
8 to the 12. 8 to the 12th power.
That's terrible. That's absolutely.
Yeah, imagine being the teacher, being like, all right, Matthew, present Sarah. Like just being like,
yeah, this is how. Yeah, X-A2. Yeah, like what?
Is that a serial number?
Yeah.
Yeah, they named it after their favorite aircraft.
Oh wow!
Actually, the A12. Like what?
Yeah.
Insane.
You know what's funny? It reminds me of the Key and Peele episode. Have you ever seen the skit where he's
substitute
he's
teacher?
in school? Yeah. That would be
Breezing.
hilarious.
Timothy. Yeah.
He's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balake.
Where's Aaron?
Dude.
Aaron.
You guys are funny, man.
I'm gonna flip this table if one more of you act stupid. Go down to was it O'Shea
Hennessy, and he's like Principal
Go down to
O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, O'Shea Hennessy.
You see,
That was hilarious.
I think it's that.
Keanu.
Keanu.
Yeah,
The small.
Keanu, yeah, with the cat. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's
Oh my gosh.
fucking crazy.
Those two are like comedic geniuses.
Now, Brooke had asked how if you were self-taught in music.
Great question. Yes, I am. My father is a drummer. His father was a drummer as well. So it kind of runs in my blood, you know. Just it's literally the first thing. One of the first thing I saw was my dad playing drums, and I was on his lap just getting to sing, just banging on shit, and my sister just actually had a kid, and he's the same, man. He loves drumming. Like sometimes on my lap, just take the sticks and bang everywhere, and it's crazy how young he is, but he understands that if I go like this makes sense. So it's really cool, man. But yeah, I've self-taught pretty much everything.
The question is, was his mother a mutter?
What's that?
What?
Too old. I'm too old for you guys. His mother was a mutter. Is a Seinfeld quote when Cosmo Kramer is betting on horse racing, and you said my father was a drummer, and his father was a drummer, and he's like, he's a mutter, and his mother was a mutter, and his mother was a mutter.
How old are you, man?
27.
Same age as me, man.
Exactly.
You look young to me, actually.
It's just less alcohol consumption.
Less alcohol. He's got the whiskey straight into the coffee mug.
Straight into the coffee cup. No, I am 35. Getting up there.
Oh,
Getting up there.
He just hits you with the misdirection.
You get a little misdirection. So you can only tell by my hairline that continues to get further up my head. So, but that'll be gone one day.
That was real mentalism.
That was mentalism.
He tricked you into thinking you were the same age for a couple seconds.
My brain is getting so much bigger that my hairline is receding. That's what's happening. The more mentalism I learn, the harder the hairline suffers.
By the way, quick thing I want to say. Your show is really good, man. I've seen it a couple.
Oh, thank you.
And it's good, man. You have some great stuff there, man. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's always fun. Actually, I'm writing a whole new crazy show that actually Blaze helped me a little bit with as well.
Yeah.
But it won't be out for a little while. It's because there's a ton of work still to do on it, like a colossus amount of work. But
Colossus.
but it's going to be nuts. Hopefully.
Good, man.
Hopefully. So. Something that I don't think anybody's ever really gone at it that way. I don't. Maybe they have, but yeah, something new. At least for me, something very new. So
yeah, definitely really cool concepts.
Well, Frank has a great question. What's the difference between a drummer and a pizza? I don't know, Frank. Tell us.
Right. What is the difference between a drummer and a pizza?
I can't wait.
Well, in the meantime, while he's getting at that, so Alex, so when you started in Magic, did you immediately go to cards, and then have you gravitated towards close-up Magic, or did you find yourself experimenting with different things for larger stage shows? Like, what types of Magic do you prefer performing? Also, before we get to that,
yeah,
a pizza can feed a family of 4 also applies to magicians.
Very true, Frank. Very true.
That is very true.
Great question, Blaze. Yes, I actually started with close-up Magic just because it's so cheap, right?
Yeah.
And cards was the number one thing I learned doing. My father had like a group of friends that were really tight, and they were like brothers for him. And they all knew, I don't know why, they all knew one trick, and it was a great trick. And still to that day, maybe because I was younger, so you know how the memory works with magic effects and stuff like that. But for me, it was great tricks. And one of the tricks that my dad's best friend showed me was the cigarette when you go like this, right? And it vanishes with the toothpick. There was also a card through table that I saw one of his friends doing. So he was literally doing a double lift, but like not the proper way, obviously, just like being like this and, you know, and taking the card, place it on the table, bang on it, and the card will travel through the table. And so I was just like hooked since then, you know. I was like, what the hell? Like, is everyone a magician? Like, what's going on, right? And yeah, so close-up was really my thing. It's still my thing. There's such a strong connection when you do close-up Magic. It's crazy. I do lots of stage as well. It's just that there's something in close-up, man. It really is who I am, you know. Like, I don't know if it's because I've been performing every day in high school just for fun, mess around with people. Going in bars all the time is obviously always close-up. But what's cool with that also is that you can incorporate larger tricks in a close-up situation, right? So, and vice versa, right? So you can take a card trick and adapt it to stage Magic, and you can take a stage trick and adapt it to close-up Magic as well. So I've been playing around a lot with this principle, and yeah, close-up is really. I've started with the Magic kit also, you know, the usual Magic that we all have with the cups and balls. The ball and vase is a great one as well. Super underused, I think. I think there's something there to transform it a little bit more for like 2021. Just the principle of it, of like, you know, the shell, the penetration, the everything. Like, there's something there. I don't know what is it. What is it? But yeah, I just love Magic, man. Like, all the props has a little something really, really interesting to it, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Now, on the TV show, you were doing some dove work and stuff. Is that something that you always loved, or was that more forced upon you with the TV show?
That's all Eric, man. That's all fucking. It's fuck. Like, I've done 2 tricks with dove, and I'm the dove master now. For some reason. Every picture I posted or anything was just like hashtagging Alex loves doves, right? But to my surprise, it was actually harder than I thought. You know, it was like almost stage card manipulation, in a way that, dude, it's not just back palm. You know, it's like it's more than that, dude. And handling a dove at first, I don't know if you guys like already did Magic with doves, but it's pretty crazy, man. At first, man, it's pretty scary. It's like, man, I'm gonna break the dove's neck. Like, literally, this is the first thing I thought. I was like, the second I took it, I was like, either I eat it or, you know, like, it was just like weird. It was just like weird.
I eat it.
Yeah, like Ozzy Osbourne style, you know. But like, yeah, it was pretty weird. I had a lot of fun handling doves and making it appear, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I think it was really interesting how we incorporated dove magic in the show, though. That was something really cool. Red light magic is a bit that we were supposed to do it more often in the show. So it's super legit. We're in a car, we stop at a red light, and we do magic to the person in the other car in the
That's really cool.
behind us, right? So it's just super quick, crazy. So we're like, oh, we're gonna do a dove trick there. I'm like, I've never performed with a dove before. Like, so we hired a guy, Chris in Vancouver, who is dove, and he's like, all right, this is the way that you're gonna put this here and blah blah. And I was just like, do I? Anyway, good times. And they also practiced me, obviously, again with a trick, and this trick required doves. So I had like a sparkle shirt, the shirt that you go like this and you can see something else on it. So you go like this, and now there's dove. And after this, I go like this, pow, there's nothing on the shirt, and I have 2 doves in my hand, right? So the whole bit was me doing this trick. So we were at a thrift store shopping for things. I see a spectator. I'm like, hey, what's up? Can I show a magic trick? Or, hey, you love this shirt? You want to rub it a little bit? You're going to see something cool appear. She rubs it. There's dove. So there was 3 spectators for this that I didn't know. So the first spectator didn't work. She didn't react at all, guy. Like the worst spectator that you want to have for a magician. Literally, I went like this. Pow! 2 doves. And she's like, and I'm like,
jeez.
I'm like, what the hell? I just don't like birds. I'm like, what?
I just don't like birds? What?
What's going on? Like, what the? Okay. So, being a magician, ego, everything, I'm just like, all right, cool, peace. Go in the back, see all the boys with the crew. I'm like, dude, can I do it again? Like, this was awful. Like, we can't use that. Like, stupid.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, I think we have some other people. I'm like, all right, let's do it again. Perfect assistant, beautiful, lots of energy. She was into it. Start talking. There's like sounds, weird shit happening. So on TV, like with a mic, it's like you can't use anything if there's too much sound, right? And at one point, I go like this. Oh, there's doves, and the alarm of the car outside is starting super loud, and I'm like, look at the sound guy. I'm like, can you? And he's like, no, man. And I'm like, start yelling, just fucking cursing. I go backstage again. I see him in the host. I'm like, dude, can we use this? Like, can we erase things in the edit to make the sound like? And the sound guy was like, sorry, man, you got to do it again. And I'm like, God, like, what's going on? Like, this is not my day at all. Last spectators, and this is the bit that didn't make it to TV. Last spectators, 2 beautiful girls. They were amazing. They're like this, pow, 2 doves. And the boys had huge signs saying, stop the magic, save the doves. So the 3 of them are just like, hey, stop the magic, save the doves, stop the magic, save. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, and everyone are laughing. And I'm like, yeah, we pranked you, dude. Yeah, the spectators were like on it and blah, blah, blah. We
oh my God.
I was just like, guys, what the fuck?
You're just like, this is the worst.
2 doves, I'm just
stressing out.
I'm just like, what the? And one dove, at the end, one dove, man, was not feeling good, dude. I really thought like she was like ready for dinner, like just like she was not like. She was not good, man. She was not good.
Not good.
Anyway, another great story about these fuckers pranking me all the time. Yeah.
So if you're ever at a restaurant and you have to leave early, don't leave your dove on the plate, or Alex might come in and eat it right off of your plate.
Eat it. Eat it.
Same thing. Same.
Chicken nuggies and doves, all the same.
Yeah. So, Alex, one thing we like to do every episode, we do a giveaway every episode that we do. And so we like to ask a question from something that happened in the episode. So all the viewers that are watching, the first person to comment, they win a free download, any download on the Lost Art Magic website. But I did see a question earlier, which I thought was fun because we were talking about boxing and fighting and stuff earlier. So this weekend, McGregor or Poirier? Who do you have? Who's going to win?
Man, that's a tough one, dude. I just want McGregor to win. I don't know why, but like I hate him so much that I love him. It's weird, like with his attitude. Like I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight though. It's gonna be really. Also, I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but they can maybe also win this. I'm gonna ask the boys to sign it. Maybe a poster, big trick energy.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That'd be amazing.
So that might be
awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So we should make it a difficult question maybe then. My question was going to be, how did Alex say you need to put the giraffe in the refrigerator? And what technique was used? But do we have a different question, or do you like that one?
I think that it's a pretty good question. I think a lot of people will know.
Yeah, I think it may be an easy one.
What did you say?
mean, they would have to be listening for a while. They'd have to be listening.
Right. You're right. Well, you guys know.
Brooke already said it as well.
Got it immediately.
Yeah. But should we haven't asked the question yet, Brooke. So we're still debating what the question should be.
The question will be. But Brooke is on it. Brooke's been here from the beginning. Thank you so much for
I think Brooke is going to I think Brooke is going to probably be the first to answer no matter what question is. She's been around for the whole time, but I feel like it has to be a little bit more of a difficult question because of the poster giveaway now as well. And we want to make sure someone has been a dedicated viewer.
Hidden talent.
Oh, no, that's too easy. That one's too easy.
Okay.
It's in your backdrop.
Oh, no. The hidden talent that wasn't in his backdrop.
Yeah, I changed
the hidden talent.
Good. Oh, I forgot.
Hidden talent of Alex Boyer or Boyer.
Yeah, Alex Boyer. I forgot you changed it.
Yeah. It's a tough one, man.
Yes, he did change his answer.
That is a tough one. I thought you were talking about the original answer, and I was like, that's way too easy.
Oh no. You know what? I don't think nobody's gonna get it. I'm pretty confident.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
I do remember what it is.
With a poster of Big Trick Energy.
Yeah.
Brooke says music and photography. That is not right.
No.
Frank the Tank says no eating peanuts. Or not eating peanuts.
Not eating peanuts is your secret talent. No.
That would not be it either.
Alex said music, and then he changed his mind. He said, no, my secret talent is. What is Alex's actual secret talent?
I'm pretty sure nobody's going to get it, man. I changed it so fast. It was so fast.
It was fast. Yeah. It was very fast. Now, I mean, if you get this right. That should be the best answer.
No, you know what? It might be maybe too hard, man. You know?
I thought it was a good question, man.
Brooke says, I'm too drunk. We have a lot of drunk people watching tonight.
Weird.
Emma just gave a wink face, I think.
Come on, guys, you know this. Come on, you
know
it.
You guys know it.
Remember, what is it that is Alex's secret talent? He said music, but then he said, you know what?
Secret panties? Oh my God. Here we go. This is a different kind of show right now, boys.
Secret panties. No.
Okay, let's do another one. This one is too hard. Right. Too hard.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh. Oh, so close. Just we don't accept any misspellings.
Oozing. Cooking.
We don't accept misspellings. So if you have made a typo, please retype your answer.
Ding, ding, ding. Emma.
Oh, we're giving it to Brooke.
Brooke Roxanne. She was, you know what? It's fair to give it to Brooke anyways. She got the first question, origami, right first as well. So, Brooke, congratulations.
Brooke, you deserve it. Thanks for being here.
You have won.
Thanks for listening to me talk this whole time.
Brooke, we don't know if you're a magician or just a huge fan of Alex, but either way, you get any product from Lost Art Magic.
So, Brooke, hit us up on Instagram on one of the 3 Instagram tags down there, either mentalism.ca or Blaze Sarah or Lost Art. And And we will make sure that you get your prizes. So congratulations. Said she is a huge fan. Now, Alex, we always like to end the show how we start the show, but we also heard that you could do a drum solo to end us off. So do we want to see a drum solo?
I mean,
He's
guys,
saying no.
I don't mind at all, but I don't think the mic's gonna pick it up. Like, here, let me know if you guys can understand that. Let me know if you can understand that.
100%. We got every beat.
That was good.
All right.
No, it's actually perfect.
So thank you so much, Alex Boyer, for being an amazing guest. Thank you for coming on. This was a blast.
Yeah.
And now.
Nice.
Absolute savagery.
Crazy,
Alex Boyer.
crazy.
All right, and now we're going to end it the way we began.
See you guys next week, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.